first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Here's Robinson. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Ritter now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
On the ball. Steal, flat. Right. Set, hut.
Back to throw, Ritter. He finds Robinson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they...
Ritter has it knocked down, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Down to the 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The slot man in motion right. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Set, ready.
Ritter from the gun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Ritter. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Let's go now. Check.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Ready.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 cycles. Ready.
Throwing, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Striker, 3-3. Drill, 52. Ready?
On second down, Young. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here is Young. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready? Wide open. Ready?
Young off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
Set, hut.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 22 yards. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want them to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Slide through. Hut, hut.
Ritter back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Let's go.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it here. Ritter targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, here's Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Past the 20. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. He completes this one to Mingo. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And here's a good way to kick off a drive. Complete over the middle. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ritter to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 97. Set.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
Field flat.
Young. Flush to his right. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go. Right, right. Ready, ready.
Young to throw it. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They get this out left. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yellow, go. Stick, mega. Set, cut.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black shot. Black ultra. Set.
Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hey,
In
red.
motion, it's Miller.
Black, red. Light blue. Edo blue. Blue striker.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Going up top for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Ready.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Go red.
In motion goes the tight end.
Red. Yellow. Hut, hut.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. That one deep for London.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Be ready. Striker, 3-3. Set.
Final play of the half, Young. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return here for Sanders.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running right, here's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Shot, 17. Fierce, yellow. Claws red. Ready, ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Fight, 6. Steel, black. Fight, white.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Blue, black. Red, cycle. Ready, go.
To throw, Young. It's caught inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Ready up. Trouble, 38. Ready.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Claw, 10. Cut, cut.
The pitch comes to Sanders. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Young again on the keeper. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Young will set to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And now look at him go. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Slide blue. Edo blue. Blue striker. Blaster, sit. Red, yellow. Set, guard.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Yellow.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Green jack. Ready, ready.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
White, white. Hey, blue. Red, cycle. 6, mega. Ready?
Ritter now.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Black Ultra. Smash red. Light blue. Ready?
Ritter throwing on third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready. Hut, hut.
On play action, Young. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Blue striker. Blaster. Six. Ready.
Ritter on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go. Here we
Once
go.
again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Drill green. Fuse yellow. Hey, green. Claws red. Set.
Ritter back to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They're going to look to throw. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Set. Hut. 22 middle. Green gap. Yep.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Steel black.
They'll try and throw for it here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
3-3.
Ritter with it after the play fake. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
White, red, cycle. Set.
Here's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throw. 52. Set.
Ritter to throw it.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Red. Hut.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Blue strike. Blaster. 6. 14. Red. Yellow.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
White. Blue, black. Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on. Bang.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red. Cycle. Hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Young's throw taken in by Chark.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Slide through.
Off the play fake, Young. Touchdown! DJ Chark, 26 yards.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Ritter will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ready.
Chark the motion man right.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Right, 97. Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Young. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Rail, yellow. Drill, green. Fury, yellow. Ball, red. Set, cut.
Ritter. And this is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Going deep this time for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hey, hey, blue, steel, black. Fight, white. Stay.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Come on, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Onyemata gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Ready, set. Hut, hut.
And they take a knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my point. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.